What is up, guys? We are on to the third shelf of my action movie collection. Starting off with Jet Li's Meltdown. This is one of his foreign movies, obviously, dubbed for English. The martial arts in this movie are awesome. The story's super cheesy, obviously, and considering this is in the 90s, it's still kind of prevalent in martial arts movies. One person walks into a room, kicks everyone's butt, and walks out. Jet Li does it really, really well and really, really fast. One of the best martial artists I've ever seen in cinema. So, not his best movie, but worth checking out. Then we have Red Lights. Found this at a pawn shop for $2. Saw the cast and thought it would be worth checking out. And it was only average. It's kind of like people investigating magic and if it's real. People with different agendas for some reason. So all in all, kind of a letdown, to be honest with you, as far as this movie's concerned. Comments down below if you've seen this movie and what you think about it. Then we have Kevin Costner's Revenge. Classic love story of a guy falling in love with a friend's wife, and that friend happens to be a super powerful drug cartel. And ends up going to try to kill him and his wife and all that stuff. So only average. It's a Tony Scott movie, which I love Tony Scott, but this was not one of his better movies. Then we have The Detonator. Found this at a pawn shop as well. I was a big Patrick Stewart fan in this early Pierce Brosnan, James Bond and all that, and this movie was horrible. I mean, I wouldn't watch this or go out of your way to watch this if you haven't seen it before. Not missing much. Then we have The Saint with Val Kilmer and Elizabeth Shue. I was kind of trying to venture into some Val Kilmer movies and loved the director. So I thought, why not check it out? And it was only average. Kind of bizarre for a movie, but he's like a hitman who has different identities and all this type of stuff. But I don't know, it just didn't hold my attention very well. Kind of boring for me, but to each their own. Then we have Courage Under Fire with Denzel Washington and Meg Ryan. With the cast in this movie and what I've read about it, I thought it was going to be absolutely fantastic. And to me, it was very, very much a letdown. Didn't find it to be super, super interesting. The twist wasn't that great either. So, kind of a missable movie. If you can find it for cheap, it's worth watching, or if you find it on a streaming service, but I wouldn't go out of my way and pay a lot of money for this movie. Then we have Pain and Gain with Mark Wahlberg and Dwayne Johnson. I kind of had... The premise of this movie was kind of weird. I know it's based off a true story or whatever. But it was like, bodybuilders, stealing stuff, wanting to open their own gym and stuff like that. Directed by Michael Bay. I guess, being a Michael Bay movie, I was expecting, you always expect it to be super high octane action type of stuff. And this really was not that at all. This is probably one of The Rock's worst movies, along with Mark Wahlberg and Michael Bay. I mean, it is nice to see Michael Bay doing something besides Transformers. I'll give him that. But yeah. And then we have Empire State with Liam Hemsworth, Emma Roberts, and Dwayne Johnson. This one, again, big letdown. Wasn't impressed at all. I guess it's based on a true story. Still not interesting. I'm sure this is, The Rock doesn't have a huge part in this movie. This is kind of when The Rock was on a roll, so he's probably getting big checks. But, this was very, very unimpressive. I mean, comment down below if you've seen this movie. I'd like to hear your opinions on this one, but I'm not a huge fan of this. But that will do it for this shelf. If you like content like this, please like and subscribe. Your support is much appreciated. I'm also over on Letterboxd. The link to that is over in the profile section of this channel. Otherwise, until next time, guys.